Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes, we can see your project. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just quickly start with my introduction. Just take 30 seconds. So I'm Pavithra Lakshmikantan. I work for a fintech firm called Finsly, and I mean that is me posing like I thought I was doing like Steve Jobs, but it wasn't. It was just my friend said I didn't look like Steve Jobs. So that is me. I joined Applied AI like couple of weeks back, maybe a month back probably, and then attended 2-3 sessions and saw that they're running a study group for n8n, and also they recently started one for vibe coding, right? Thank you so much for both of them for giving me this opportunity. It's a very good, vibrant club, and if you're interested, please join their next workshop. So what I tried building here is a tool or like a workflow that will help founders, right? Somebody who's like a early stage founder who's actively reaching out for raising funds and all that. So just give me a second. I'm just trying to. Yeah. Okay. So it's like an AI outreach associate, right? So it will automate your outreach and then you can still make it personal. uh, why I built this is because I used to work for a like very early stage startup before, and we were manually doing it all, right? And it was a very I'd say a boring manual process. And we also tried using a couple of tools, but they were all very costly to do, like to find profiles and then reach out to VCs and all that. So founder spends hours weekly doing like all this manually, or they hire an associate who's costly, and also they use AI anyway, right? So the vision was like to give founders an AI associate to handle research, writing, and execution and all that. So I just built this with n8n plus some free APIs so that the founders can scale the outreach without any much of a cost. Like I named it VC Whisper. I don't know why I named it. Like I just asked the AI for a couple of names, right? And then it suggested me this. So I am manually executing it now. But what you can do is you can make it like execute once in a week or fortnightly. Like you can make it like a recurring one, right? And then when I trigger this, what it'll give is I have set up in Phantom. So okay, sorry, I didn't explain what I'm doing here, right? So what the workflow does is it goes and check manually, like uh, for example, in LinkedIn, you can go and search VCs in fintech India, something, right? And then you'll see a list of results. You can't use any scraping tool to take the people like who are coming as a result of this search. So that's why like I built a workflow. It will scrape or extract all the profiles and then filter it out. Then create an intro message using an AI and store all of that in an spreadsheet. And you can manually reach out, or you can extend other workflow using like just use this data and automatically reach out to these folks, right? That's what I've built. So I use a tool called PhantomBuster. There are other tools as well, but this one is more effective and there is very less chance of your profile getting restricted. So it's like you can get a 15 days of like limited usage, right? Or a monthly limit is there. So you can create a free profile and then take the EAP from there and then call it. So I'm just there is no input because I am connected it directly to my Phantom account. There is sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I'm already building a like so this is already on, right? So I'm using it, then taking the input from here, I've directly connected it. Then it is doing a request to pass it to a sheet. But before that, we want to filter out the profiles, right? So this is the output before that filtering. So I've got somewhere around 1,800 plus profiles that I've extracted. Then I've used some filters like, hey, just remove the profile that says consultants, analysts, and all that, and then just use the keywords like these. And then I just want to reach out only to the folks of first and second degree connections and all that. And after all of that, I'm just storing it in a sheet. So this is the prompt that like all this profile, there are more than all the profile data will be stored here, right? You can even use like company ID, industry, and all that. If you and then the VC went to the same school or you have worked in the same company, you can even use that as a hook and then reach out to them. But for now, I'm just like sending the headline, name, and all, like very few parameters to the AI. There's a prompt, and then I'm connecting with Gemini to create a message, intro message, and then like it just loops around. This is a JS file that loops around it, right? So and then finally appending it in the sheet. So like for the particular profile, whatever message the AI has created, you just appending it in here. And what you can do is you can again call out in PhantomBuster API or whatever account that you have, and then automatically send a message to LinkedIn. So you don't have direct connects to LinkedIn here, right? There are multiple apps, but there is no direct connect for LinkedIn. So we're just using a third-party tool like this. And I haven't added it here because I've already tried it, but my account got restricted for a week because I've run it like so much times using PhantomBuster, so I just removed it for now. But you like the point here is it just eases your process of like researching and then filtering the data, finally getting an output like this. Yeah.
Wow, this is fantastic.
I have quite a few questions, but if anybody just wants to go first, they can go. I see a lot of hands.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Karthikeyan.
Hey, hi. Hey, yeah, this was quite impressive. I just want to know this PhantomBuster, is this a crawling tool, is it?
No, it's like an agent before that came, right? You can run automations on like various social media platforms.
Can you
Okay.
walk us through that node specifically and how in the dashboard of Phantom, did you accomplish that? Maybe I think when I'm interested to know that.
Sure. So the node is simple, right? So all that I have to do is I went here and then set up something like this already exists in Phantom. It will so yeah. So there's a Phantom. This sits just a second. I'll show you. Okay, there is a Phantom that already exists like LinkedIn search export. So it exports all of your search and then give it to you. But unfortunately, Phantom also has something called like you can't extract a lead like more than 10 if you have a free tier. So that's what I did. Like I went to my account and then there is API keys, right? I just took that key and then connected it in Phantom directly.
Okay.
Honestly, there is no work of Phantom in here. Like it just takes that API key and then getting the output directly from PhantomBuster. And I think this is something that they've recently put, right? Because before, like I used to work with Phantom before, there's no API key concept like that exists before, like the AI era and all that. They've recently included something like this.
Okay, so if there is this restriction, then how did you get these many records?
Because like I think they have just put that cap only when you are using the tool, like when you're using it inside the tool. If I go here and then try to export it, right? That's what I thought first. Okay, let's just export or something. But then when you use the API, you don't get that restriction.
Got it. So via API, they don't have any such restriction. But if you go to dashboard, then there is this restriction. Is that right?
Yeah, you can see, right? You can only export up to for like 10 rows or something. But when I use that API key, I can just take everything out.
Understood. Yeah, thank you.
One question around the same. So you said for multiple social media, like apart from LinkedIn, does it also support other?
Yes, there are multiple tools. It even supports in just a second. So
Does it
these are
support
the
Insta?
platforms that it supports, right?
Oh,
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But do you remember when it got blocked? Like what point of time did your account get blocked?
So what happened was, I think first I've got somewhere around 60 profiles. So you need to set up some cap, right? Like even inside PhantomBuster or like there's a frequency limit. You can send up to 10 requests per day or like 15 requests per day. What I did was I sent 60 requests within an hour and then it blocked my account.
So they have anyway given the throttling limits, is it?
Oh, sorry, can you come again?
They have given the throttling thresholds is what you're saying.
Yes. So, I mean, there is no exact communication as such in LinkedIn. It just said we have noticed some automation like activity or something. So we've restricted our account. So
Okay.
that's what it said.
Got it. Other, did you evaluate any other things other than PhantomBuster? Or
I mean,
just curious to know if there were other things like PhantomBuster that can still get the job done, similar to PhantomBuster.
there are multiple tools. I'll just drop it in the chat. Like,
Sure. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's possible, can you share this workflow as well?
Yes, I'll definitely do that. Yeah. I'll do
Okay. Got it.
Pavithra, this was awesome. Like one other thing, so with respect to building the workflow, which part took a lot of time? Where did you need help? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So I was just curious and then started building the workflow even before planning it, right? Where I faced the issue was like I first added everything into like appended everything into the sheet and then ran the prompt. So I faced the issue like mapping the message inside the sheet. For example, it generated all the messages, but like for example for Navdeep, right? It has to map like the intro message has to map with that particular row. So I was facing some error. That's when I I need to add another like JS that says, okay, if you take the first name and then if the first name of this matches with the intro message, then like map it. So I think what I should have done is I should have like ran the AI before this and then append everything all together. So that was a very silly mistake, but yeah.
Did you have technical background? I see that you've written some code. How did you do that?
I mean, I don't have any coding background. I just used multiple tools. That's it. Yeah,
Okay.
all credits to GPT.
That's very awesome here. Super. Great.
And it's like, sorry to interrupt. So there is one final thing that I wanted to cover. So we can discuss this as well. Like when I was doing all this VC workflows, right? So I've got couple of use cases that I had in mind, and the founders are facing those are like they have other use cases in mind. They can like we can discuss it in the future events, right? So one is like AI driven funding application filter. So there are a lot of application across the world, like VC funding applications and all that. Multiple platforms exist, like Startup India funds and like in the US and UK and everywhere. So we can use AI to filter out applications that is like that matches your particular firm, right? Like in the stage where your firm is at, and then where your domain and all that. So we can use AI for that. And then again, I've used LinkedIn, but we can use the same workflow for sending an email. Take out all the profiles and then send an intro email to VCs directly, and then profile enrichment after VC event. So what happens is most of the founders, they go meet VCs and then they totally forget about who they met, right? So they can just using PhantomBuster, you can just give the name and then other details of a VC and then find their LinkedIn profile. These kind of enrichments and also exist. So we can use that and then automatically, make this workflow and all that. Yeah.
This is awesome. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just one last question. Pavithra, yeah, did you validate the data? How accurate the data is?
Yes. So I think it all depends on the search, right? Like honestly, my search was very bad, so I couldn't get really good profiles. So I think we need to use the right keyword. The filtering had 37 profiles, and out of which only 14 were good like matching profiles, because my search query was only VC fintech India or something. But there are like if you ask AI, it is giving you really good keywords. So you can just use it, and that's the key part of it, more than anything else.
Makes sense.
Or what? Sorry to interrupt. So, or what else you can do is, if there is any VC event or something big happening. For example, in Tamil Nadu yesterday, there's this startup funding submit that happened, right? So you can just search for it and then type it out and like scrape all the profiles, like all the people who are related to the event, and then send out a mass email and all that. So this is like use cases that like this are like really like they'll really work out in workflows like this.
Correct. Are you planning to build? I know you will finish this. Is there anything else next that you would pick up as part of the now that you have read out n8n? Which of these use cases that you described that you're going to pick up next? I'm just curious.
Nice. I've already started working on the next one. The next one is like the VC application filter that I talked about, right? So it searches out multiple websites and then just filter out the top application that applies to you as a priority.
Correct. Is it more for personal use or you're just circulating in your community in your office?
No, it's not for my personal use. It's just I'm curious about founders' problems, right? So that's why.
Correct. Okay.
This can pretty much be used for hiring as well. I mean, if you want to reach out to prospects,
Exactly.
like companies that you have listed, shortlisted, and find out like there are right people, and then reach out.
Yeah. Totally.
Awesome. This is fantastic work, Pavithra.